Hi guys, I'm Kimber Shafer with Rage in the Cage OKC, and I'm here tonight with Mike Crawford, Rage in the Cage's owner, and we're here to talk about Rage in the Cage 29. I just want to first mention we are so grateful for Twin Peaks here in I-40 and North MacArthur for hosting our pre-fight interviews, promo video, and our weigh-ins coming up next week. What do you have to say about Twin Peaks?
And, you know, we got a bunch of different sponsors. We want to thank Twin Peaks for doing this. Today we called them and said, hey, we have a great idea. Let's do the pre-fight interviews here. And we got them. We also, like Kimber said, we have the weigh-ins next Thursday, meet and greet. Come meet and greet all the fighters. It's going to be a good time. Then the fight, July 11th, man. Fireworks are tomorrow, but get ready for Fireworks in the Cage July 11th. It's going to be smoking.
Mike, you know, Rage in the Cage has been around about 14 years, a long, long time. One of the first, if not the first, fight promotion in Oklahoma, giving opportunities for, you know, guys that we have in this room today, but guys that have been in this fighting business for well over 10 years. If we didn't have Rage in the Cage back then, where would people have gone to fight?
They would try to go to the UFC. That we got a bunch of up-and-coming superstars in the room and stuff like that, and eventually, you know, that's their place, or Bellator or something like that. You know, I've been blessed to be here for 14 years. I took a lot of bumps and bruises along the way, but that's just how it is in anything that you do. These fighters take bumps and bruises to get to the level where they're at, and that's where we become. We're the top MMA in Oklahoma City, and we keep growing and growing.
Speaking of growing and growing, we haven't really spilled the news yet, but there's a lot of exciting things on the horizon for Rage in the Cage. First off, we have a Rage in the Cage radio station that we started probably about 3 or 4 months ago, and that's going really well. Potential for having shows in Las Vegas coming our way soon, and thanks to our radio station. What else can you tell us about fights as far as in Oklahoma, what we have planned?
You know, we are in a negotiation on about 3 different casinos. Everything's looking good, so I would say, I don't know about the August 15th, we got the Farmers Market, if something hasn't changed. We're in high negotiation with about 3 or 4 casinos, so I'm not going to mention any names right now, but once we get them, it'll be all over Facebook. And I just love giving these guys an opportunity to fight only for Rage in the Cage. They see the difference when they come to most of the fights and stuff like that. We try to take care of every one of our fighters. Can we pan for a minute and show some of the fighters? We got a couple amateurs over here. Jeremy Jones. And sorry, I don't know a lot of people's names, but I got a bunch of different ones. We got my newcomer over here, Austin Conrad. This kid, you know, and his team, a little bit about his, you know, he called me and he's like, Mike, you know, I can't get a lot of fights. A bunch of my stuff backs out. And I said, okay, let's get in there. He's had about 3 or 4 fights, won his last fight. His opponent's here that he won last time. Sorry, Bobby. But other than that, you know, we got a lot of up-and-coming futures. Speaking of the radio deal, my boy D, come over here real quick. D and I were on the radio, and it was pretty interesting. We had Ed Ellis call in, and he had a few choice words, which D will talk about that a little bit later. One of the words, he doesn't look like a Smurf to me, but Ed Ellis called him a Smurf about a few different things. His veins in his neck popped out. So like I said, the fireworks are going to get pretty exciting July 11th. So we'll get back to you in a second, big man. Any other questions?
Well, you know, there's a lot of exciting things. We've got July 11th coming up, of course, is our upcoming fight. But then we've got fights booked every single month through 2014. Tell me a little bit also about August 15th. We've got some big names coming on that card.
We have Jeremy Spoon is going to fight for us August 15th. The other gentleman, Tyler Griffin, that fought in the Choctaw Park, he's fighting again. Then we're going to redo September 11th. That fight went over crazy. They want to do it there, or we're working on some casinos, so we'll see how that goes. But, yeah, some big up-and-coming, and then the September fight's going to be pretty big. We got some big guys on there. So, yeah, look forward to us. We're booked through December, the end of the year already. So 7 more great fights with Rage in the Cage, and next year is going to be even bigger and better.